Hi and welcome to Rubies Red. Well, it's 2020. Can you believe it? We are in 2020. That's 2020 vision. Now my question is, what vision do you have for your life? What is your 2020 vision for the next decade? What is that? What does that even look like? When I say 2020, I mean like when you can see something from afar, you can see like 10 meters away or 20 meters away of what your life is like. But we're talking about 2020 vision. We're talking about seeing into the next decade. We're talking about being that visionary over your life. Now, what does that even look like? So just imagine an eagle. An eagle flies at a particular height and it can see the whole landscape of whether it's its prey, whether it's the landscape, whether it's food, whether it's looking after its children, but it sits in the cleft of the rock looking down, and it has 2020 vision of what it's actually focusing on. I want us to focus on this 2020 like we've never done before. This is not another year, this is another decade. We give God thanks for making it over. We give God thanks for making it through, because somebody didn't make it through, and we all know somebody that knows somebody that didn't actually make it. So with your 2020 vision, are you living your life or are you living somebody else's life? Are you the visionary of your own life? It doesn't matter even if you are living somebody else's vision. Maybe you are assigned to that vision. Maybe that is your purpose, to be a destiny helper. That's good. But we're talking about the vision for your life. What is God saying to you about you? Now, many people have a vision for your life. Many people may prophesy into your life. Many people may come to you and say, I see you doing this and I see you doing that. And that's a wow, that is inspiration. That gives you an inspiration to actually move and say, thank you, I didn't see myself as that, but I'm really grateful for that. But then there's some people that don't see nothing for you. They have nothing. They don't even have nothing in their memory bank for you. In fact, what they see for you is dry and arid. You be waiting like tumbleweed. Sorry, you'll be waiting to see something manifest. And if there was supposed to be growth coming from that area, boy, I don't know if I could eat from the tree, to be honest, because it might be just dry and barren and lacking luster. But anyway, let's move along. I want us to be so focused on this 2020 vision of you. Have you considered your 2020 vision? What glasses are you using to see yourself through? Are you seeing it from an external point of view? Are you seeing it from an internal point of view? It's important how you focus those lenses on you. Where are you seeing it? Where's your standpoint? Where's that coming from? Is it coming from a past you that actually failed at a few things, or you went through an experience and it left you in a really bad place? Have you still got those old lenses on? So I'm telling you, take them off now. I'm saying, please, for your own future sake, take them off now, because we're about to go through. We're going through in a new way like never before. And I'm saying to you now, take the visionary eyes over yourself. Put that in focus. We need a God focus. We need a God vision. We need a God inspiration and a God plan, because it's those things that are grafted and engrafted by God actually remain. Nothing that can just blow away like the wind. So regardless of what we're doing, with God, the word for the season is all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. That means all things are possible if we believe. If we believe for you, and I believe for me. So I want you to just believe. It doesn't matter if you can't see it, but what I want you to do is just believe and take that leap of faith. So I've got 5 points. Very quickly, we're going to just go through them. First one is take the leap of faith. No one ever made it over by standing still. No one ever made it through by keeping themselves in the old. We have to just move from where we are and propel ourselves forward. So I want you to let go of fear, let go of the self-critique, let go of the critique of others, and I want you to abandon all things negative and really focus on you. Number 2, self-care. This year, self-care. We're talking about looking after ourselves. Why should we look after ourselves? We're not talking about sacrificing ourselves to our own detriment. Those days are over. You know what it's like to sacrifice yourself? That means you give a piece of you to everybody and you don't have anything left for you. We're not doing that. We're producing something that is secure. We're producing something that looks after ourselves, looks after our needs, looks after our health, our well-being. So that means we're going to eat well, we're going to rest well, we're going to play well, we're going to pray well, we're going to do all those things that are going to boost us and keep us going for this 2020. So that's this year, self-care. Number 3 is loving you. And I don't mean the self-conceited loving you. I mean loving you, really loving you. You know, having the patience for you, having the time for you, having the care for you, the compassion for you, just going easy on you and support you regardless of what you see. Respect who you are, because there's something to be said for nurturing the inner you. Be your biggest cheerleader. You might not have cheerleaders that are cheering you on. I'm cheering you on, but be your biggest cheerleader, because you are worth it. You are valuable. Cheer yourself on when you do great things, when you do little things. Just say, go girl, well done. Yes, I did it. You know, I made it through. And you know, give yourself that pat on the back now and again. And always have a nice word or a kind word for someone else. You see somebody else doing something, you know, appreciate them. So, you know, thank you very much. I really appreciated that. Or thank you. Oh, you're doing such a great job. But whatever you want for yourself, please remember to give that out. Number 4. Now you can be the visionary over your life, and I'm really meaning be a visionary. Having your personal radar. Do you know what it means to be a visionary over yourself? That you're literally looking for anything that does not belong in you, anything that is going to contaminate your vision, anything that's going to be an obstacle to your vision. So what am I saying? Do you remember that Doctor Who film? And it used to have the old Daleks that used to go, exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. And they used to see things as whatever the enemy was, they wanted to exterminate. Now, I want you to look at your thing, look at yourself. I want you to look at yourself. The Bible says, examine yourself. So in examining yourselves, and we're studying ourselves to show ourselves approved, and in doing so, what we're actually doing, anything inside of us that does not feel right, meaning say it could be as simple as frustration, anger, resentment, bitterness, jealousy, anything that is gonna cause us to be apathetic over our own lives, that we give up, or depression, or heaviness, or feeling like we've got anxiety, anything like that. We have to be stewards over ourselves, because who knows us better than ourselves? So we have to first reflect and say, I'm not feeling good. But I'm going to ask you, in order to have that self-care and that radar over yourself, I want you to find someone that you trust, that is going to be your gatekeeper, kind of. Then, like someone that is like a mentor, someone that you trust, a close friend that has got your back, or somebody that you highly respect, or a counselor. I'm a counselor myself, so it's good to have someone that you can actually talk to and share any issues or difficulties that you may be going through, to help you navigate through those things in order to help you to succeed. So sometimes you have to invest in yourself in order to make yourself get to where you want to go. Sometimes we leave ourselves and we don't invest. So I want us to think about that, being that personal radar for yourself. Our last and final one, which is the plan. Consider the cost of the plan. Have you got what it takes to continue this plan for the longevity? Now I'm just going to go through a few little points and just name them one by one without explanation, because they're kind of self-explanatory, because this is not about the plan, this is about us having a vision for ourselves for 2020. So number 1, within the plan, make a commitment to yourself and stick to it. Be consistent in that commitment. Have a plan and have some sort of order over yourself that you are able to finish what you are about to begin. Even if you have 2 points, do those 2 points that you want to do and do them well to the fullest. Put yourself into it that you actually see the fruits of that harvest. Create a strategy. Be consistent and apply yourself to that strategy. Do what you have to do. Take the plan, break it up into parts that you are able, they are achievable parts that you are able to do, and split them up into monthly targets or even weekly targets, and see how you can maintain going through those weekly targets or those monthly targets. Go for the achievable ones first and find out what is difficult and what is not achievable that might cause an obstacle or might cause a challenge. Find out what they are before you even start, so that it's not an obstacle and you're like, oh no, I can't do this, oh I've failed, I give up. No, be aware of what it is you're about to take on. Have someone look over your plan and actually see what is possible, what could be a challenge, and help you to navigate through that difficulty that it could be, so that you're actually really empowering yourself and helping yourself get all the tools you need to succeed for this plan of 2020. Celebrate your successes. Any little successes that you have, whether it be in a minor task, an achievable task, or something that was really difficult, don't forget to celebrate those little milestones, because we need those milestones. Sometimes we have to give ourselves that encouragement that we can actually keep continuing on the journey to get through. We all need each other, we all need support, we all need help. So don't be afraid to ask. Let's give God thanks for the journey ahead. We give God thanks even now for the beginning of the journey, and we give God thanks when we're in the middle of the journey, and we're consistently giving God thanks throughout the whole journey to the end of the journey, because without God, it is not possible. Things are not possible. We end up in our own flesh, and it says it's not by might, not by power, but by His Spirit. So we have to have the Spirit of God to maintain. Even when it doesn't look good, we need the Spirit of God, because that will actually get us to the other side, because the faith of God within is able to get us through to the other side, that we can actually see the fruits of our labor. So in all things, give thanks. With God, all things are possible. We don't want to leave God as a silent partner behind there that actually doesn't have a voice. We want God to actually navigate us through, be a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our pathway. So I'm rooting for you. 2020 visionaries, be the visionary over your life. And we're talking about being the visionary over your life. 2020 focus, ladies and gentlemen. Focus, focus, focus. It's Rubies Red. See you soon.